Canelo versus Crawford has now been rescheduled and Las Vegas is no longer a guaranteed venue. Plus, this fight will now be promoted by Riyadh Season, with Dana White possibly no longer being involved. Okay, first and foremost, what the hell is going on? Because based on all the changes, we're looking at a possible trouble in paradise situation between Dana White and Big T himself, Turki Alashik. Why do you ask? Well, initially what Turki Alashik announced was that Canelo versus Crawford will take place on September 12, Friday at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. I mean, we all saw that, right? Now that announcement was followed up by an official social media post, again coming from Turki Alashik, that Dana White and TKO will be promoting this event. A few hours later, Dana White would then confirm this via his official Instagram by posting this photo with Canelo versus Crawford. Well then, fast forward today, it seems like something may have happened along the way, and now Turki Alashik is basically telling everybody to forget what he said because the plans have now changed. Turki Alashik via Mike Coppinger has now officially confirmed that Canelo versus Crawford will now be rescheduled to September 13th, Saturday evening, placing it in direct competition with Dana White's UFC 320. Now, the initial September 12th date was penciled so that these two events would not cannibalize each other's pay-per-view revenues, plus the fact that Dana White was initially supposed to handle both events. So with that being said, Turki Alashik is now saying that this event is now moving to the same time and date as Dana's UFC, and on top of that, will now be promoted as an official Riyadh Season pay-per-view. Okay, so now that's the first announcement. The second one is something that will most likely piss off a lot of fans. So Las Vegas and the Allegiant Stadium is no longer a guaranteed venue for this mega fight. Now, even though there is still a possibility that this fight will take place in Vegas, New York City and Los Angeles, as well as two more unnamed cities, are now all being considered as potential venues. According to Turki Alashik, whoever presents the best deal will get the privilege to host this fight. This means that these cities will be pitted against each other in some sort of bidding war, allowing the highest bidder to host this mega fight. Honestly, this fight needs to be in Vegas. I don't even know why NYC is being considered. I mean, sure, it's New York, but it's also Mexican Independence Day weekend. Geographically speaking, staging this on the East Coast is just a bad move, and I'm saying this as a New Yorker. Plus, if they do this in New York and they stick with a stadium venue, it'll most likely land at the MetLife Stadium across the river. And guess what, folks? Not every light at the end of the tunnel is nice, because sometimes it's New Jersey. Once again, Las Vegas, New York City, and Los Angeles are 3 out of the 5 cities being considered. The 2 other cities were not revealed, but there are rumors that Arlington, Texas is also part of that list. Again, no confirmation for Texas, only New York City, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas for now. Now, the third announcement was that the press tour for this fight will kick off next month and will be in Saudi Arabia. So I'm not really sure why the press tour is being staged this early. Probably because they'll also do multiple press tours in multiple cities, including Europe. Honestly, I don't know. But based on how this fight is being presented to potential host cities, it's like being advertised as some sort of tourist attraction and a potential added revenue to that city. Anyway, what are your thoughts about this? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button for more quick talks.